All right, let's dive right into this explainer and look at how taking control of your absolute smallest, most seemingly insignificant daily actions can literally snowball into total life and financial freedom. We're exploring the connection between minimalism, habit building, and wealth creation today because, crazy enough, the way you manage your home is intimately connected to the way you manage your bank account. So I want you to really think about this for a second. What if the stuff you own actually owns you? Are your possessions, your daily obligations, and your bad habits just weighing you down? We so often get trapped servicing the things we bought to make us happy, right? Well, today we are setting the stage for a massive life audit. We're going to strip away the excess so you can buy back your time, your energy, and ultimately your freedom. Let's start with section 1, the power of micro habits, tiny shifts that create massive momentum. To build that kind of momentum, you don't need some extreme 30-day challenge. We start right at the micro level with the 2-minute rule. The premise is super simple. If a task takes 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. Don't add it to a list, and definitely don't tell yourself you'll just do it later. If it's putting away a coffee cup, hanging up a jacket, or wiping down a counter, just do it. By tackling these incredibly quick tasks right away, you clear up your mental bandwidth and build instant momentum. You're basically stopping the clutter before it even has a chance to form. Now, you might be wondering, how do we actually maintain this without burning out? Enter the 2-day rule. When you're trying to build a new habit, like reading every morning or hitting the gym, it is completely okay to miss one day. Life happens. But you commit to never missing 2 days in a row. Missing one day is just a slip-up, right? But missing 2 days? That's the start of a new bad habit. This brilliantly keeps you on track without demanding impossible perfection. In rounding out our micro habits, we have the nightly reset. Take just 5 minutes right before you go to bed to reset your environment. Load the dishwasher, clear off the kitchen counters, lay out your clothes for the next morning. I know, it sounds ridiculously simple, but waking up to a clean, organized space practically guarantees a stress-free, highly productive morning. You are essentially setting your tomorrow self up for absolute success. Okay, moving on to section 2, ultimate decluttering, freeing your physical space. So to really free up that physical space, we apply the house on fire rule. Now, it's extreme for sure, but it's incredibly effective. Imagine if your house burned down. Everyone is perfectly safe, but all your stuff is gone. Would you actually be a little bit relieved to not have to deal with that attic full of junk or the closet full of clothes you never wear? Challenge yourself to look at your possessions through this lens. You'll quickly realize that most of what we own holds absolutely no real value to our actual happiness. The crucial point here is figuring out what to actually let go of. And that brings us to the 20/20 rule. As you're decluttering, you'll inevitably find items you're keeping just in case. Just in case I need this extra set of mugs or this completely random power cord. Well, if you can replace that item for under $20 and in under 20 minutes, let it go. Holding on to random items out of fear is just pointless when they are so easily replaceable. And spoiler alert, you almost never actually need to replace them. But what about those stubborn, sentimental items you just can't bring yourself to toss? Use the box rule. Put those items in a box, stick it out in the garage, and set an alarm on your phone for 6 months. If that alarm goes off and you haven't opened the box once, just take the entire thing directly to a donation center. Don't even open it to look inside. It perfectly proves that out of sight truly does become out of mind. And to keep the clutter from creeping back in, we use the have a home rule. Every single item in your house must have a specific, designated place where it lives. Those tools like underbed storage, aesthetic cable boxes, or matching spice racks, they're amazing, but they only work if every item actually belongs somewhere. If it doesn't have a home and you just can't find a home for it, it probably doesn't belong in your house. Let's pull back to the big picture now. Section 3, the psychology of money. Your mindset is your greatest asset. We absolutely have to break the societal trap of confusing looking flashy with actually being wealthy. We're all conditioned to buy flashy cars, huge houses, and designer clothes just to impress people we don't even know. But that is the literal opposite of true wealth. True wealth isn't about status symbols at all. It's about having options. It's about having money saved, being debt-free, and being able to sleep incredibly well at night knowing you are financially secure. Wealth is what you don't see. And what's really fascinating here is that when most people say they want to be a millionaire, what they actually mean is they want to spend $1 million. But spending $1 million is the exact opposite of building wealth. Wealth is the unspent income. It's the cars you didn't buy, the diamonds you didn't purchase. It's the money sitting quietly in index funds buying your future freedom. And speaking of index funds, just look at the massive power of compound interest and time. If you invest in the stock market for a single day, your odds of making money are practically a coin toss, right around 50%. Over a year, it bumps up to 66%. But over a 20-year period, historically, it's 100%. Long-term, consistent investing into broad index funds completely removes the stress and volatility of day trading. You just let time do the heavy lifting for you.
All right, Section 4, saving $10,000 fast, the math behind financial freedom.
When you break it down, a $10,000 goal isn't some impossible mountain at all. It breaks down to saving exactly $27.40 a day. When you look at it through the lens of a single day, it suddenly becomes entirely manageable. It's not about making a massive life overhaul. It's just about making tiny, intentional choices.
So let's walk through how to actually find that $27.40. Make your coffee at home instead of buying it out. That saves you about $3 right there. Stop buying clothes you don't absolutely need. That averages to about $5 a day. Bring your lunch and drinks to work. Boom, there's $10. Cancel that streaming service you never watch. That's roughly 40 cents a day. Choose to eat dinner at home just a few more times a month. That averages out to saving $4 a day. And finally, bring in just $5 a day from a side hustle, like selling those decluttered items online. You hit those totally manageable daily habit changes, and just like that, you've saved $10,000 in a year.
Let's wrap this up with Section 5, the action plan, your marching orders. Here are the exact steps to kickstart this ripple effect in your own life. Step 1. Write down the goal. Seriously, grab a pen and physically write it down. Data shows that just writing down a goal makes you 42% more likely to achieve it. Step 2. Build that emergency fund. Having 3 to 6 months of expenses buys you incredible peace of mind. Step 3. Automate your savings. Have the money pulled out of your checking account before you even have a chance to see it. And Step 4. Invest simply. Please don't overcomplicate it. Use low-cost index funds and let compound interest handle the rest. True success and true wealth is measured in freedom. It's not about how much stuff you can cram into your house or what kind of car is parked out in your driveway. It's entirely about reclaiming your time. Start with just one micro habit today. Go clear out one single box of clutter. The question is, what are you willing to let go of today to buy back your ultimate freedom tomorrow?